Hi guys, welcome back to another video, and today we're gonna talk about how to find or how I spot some perfume Phalaenopsis when I go to garden centers or supermarkets around me. If that's something that you would like to see today, stay here with me, hit the like button, leave a comment down below, subscribe to my channel, and let's dive into the world of these beautiful orchids. So, Phalaenopsis orchids are one of the most popular orchids out there. Where I live, they are the ones that are the easiest one for us to shop in supermarkets. They are literally everywhere. For this reason, these plants, they are not super easy to be tissue culture and produced in labs around. That's one of the reasons. The second reason why lots of people are interested about them, because they are actually easy to look after comparing to some of other house plants, and they are also beautiful and they have very long lasting flowers. We all know about that. I do have a ton of other videos where I talk specifically about how to look after these plants, and I show how I repot these plants. But today I will talk to you about these perfume hybrids. What happened with Phalaenopsis is, when they are hybridized, this happens specifically in labs, in these commercial labs as well. They use some Phalaenopsis, some species, on the process of creating these hybrids. They are fragrant species. So we have the Phalaenopsis schilleriana, that's probably one of the parents of these here as well. We have the Phalaenopsis bellina, we have the Phalaenopsis violacea, and all of these plants, they are fragrant and they are naturally fragrant. So when they are creating these hybrids, some of these parents, specifically the schilleriana, that's the parent of a range of these hybrids that we see in supermarkets, they can carry some of the genes and make them fragrant flowers. So, taking these all out of the way, how and what do I look when I go to a supermarket or a flower shop? When I go to a supermarket, I will look into the Phalaenopsis. I usually look for the medium-sized Phalaenopsis or small-sized Phalaenopsis, miniature ones. Because of my space, I prefer to have more space for other orchids, not only for Phalaenopsis. So I don't have many big Phalaenopsis in my collection. I do have 2 or 3, I think. But that's the first thing. Looking into this section of the more like towards miniature or medium-sized Phalaenopsis, there is a feature that they carry from the schilleriana that will indicate that my plant might be fragrant, which is the leaves. If you notice that these leaves, they are grayish and they have some mottling. Mottling are basically it's kind of dots, spots that they have on the leaves. We have more chance that my Phalaenopsis will have some fragrance. So this one, for example, it's a cute. It does have a floral, very subtle fragrance to it. And it's cute, isn't it? I love it. And on top of that, this one always push out a flower spike that we have this cascade type of effect. I had to repot it. It was supposed to look much better than that, but I had to repot it not long ago. So next year we will bloom even better. So if you look into the leaves and you check the mottling, we have greater chance that this plant is fragrant, but it's not 100%. We are not 100% sure. The second thing, it's looking at the flowers. Some of these Phalaenopsis is not the case of this one. Some of them will have like thicker petals and sepals that are a little bit waxy. And this can be another indication that it has one of the bellina or violacea, it's one of its parents, and it might be fragrant as well. So if you notice that the flowers are a little bit different, like waxy, go and sniff the flowers. You might have a fragrant Phalaenopsis. And the last tip that I'll give you here is a pretty basic one, but I look into my collection, I see what I have, I see what I don't have, and I'm like, oh, this is different from most of the things that I have. And I go and check as well and see if I enjoy the flower, because not only the fragrance, right? You need to enjoy the flower. And I have so many Phalaenopsis that are not fragrant, but they are beautiful plants with beautiful flower spikes. So I super enjoy them as well. The key for us to have fragrant flowers is to discover the flowers that are in the process of hybridization, use some of the parents to give them this beautiful fragrance and sometimes even a little bit different flowers with thicker petals and sepals. As I mentioned at the beginning of this video, you can definitely find it locally. I found most of my complex hybrid Phalaenopsis in supermarkets here in the UK. One of the things that I used to do is to walk around, and maybe I had this day free and I was walking and I go to one supermarket to another one, and I like to look. They usually come in these plastic slips. They should change that because it's a lot of plastic, by the way. But I will look into these lids, so it's plastic lids, and I will keep checking. I go to the shelving. I actually look behind the shelving to see if there is something different there. Check the price as well. So I don't want to overpay for my plants. These plants here in my region, they are quite cheap. They are not expensive. So for this reason, I super recommend if you live in a place, in a region where you can find them easily, you shouldn't pay a huge amount of money for them. Yeah, because again, they are mass-produced plants. They are not rare. So for this reason, yeah, they should be easy for us to spot. And why I mention that, because I think it's so nice when I find a complex hybrid Phalaenopsis that has this fragrance that we can also find in species. They add something, some magic to my home when I have people visit and say, oh, go sniff this plant. It has this beautiful fragrance. And I can say that it has this one specifically, something similar to the Schilleriana. And I paid less than £10. This plant wasn't expensive at all. And I did find others locally as well. So I know that in here, if you walk around, you will definitely find them for sale somewhere. And they will bring you so much joy. This is the season that the Phalaenopsis are blooming. So I have many beauties around, some of them with beautiful fragrance, others not as fragrant as those ones. However, they bring me so much joy. Which plants bring you joy? Let me know down below. And that was everything that I want to tell you today. If that's the type of content you'd like to see here, hit the like button, leave a comment down below, subscribe to my channel, and I hope to see you next time. Bye bye.